Greetings, friends. This is Pamela, and I am at Cherry Springs Dark Sky Park. And across that road over there are about, 70 amateur astronomers with amazing equipment. But that's not what I want to talk about now. I want to talk about Cherry Springs itself. And this right here is the public park. What you're seeing here is not really where people view the stars. This is supposedly the best place east of the Mississippi to view stars. So I'm just giving you a little look at the parking lot here. A little bit of view. Okay. Well, what do I see? What do I see? I look up in the sky, and what do I see? The remains, the remnants, the fallout, whatever you want to call it, of chemtrails. I know chemtrails. I have them in New York City. Cherry Springs here, by the way, is in northern upper Pennsylvania. Right in the middle of the state, the very top of the state. So what we have here, the sun is right there, but these are chemtrails. And I was here for the first time last night, viewing the stars. People come from all over the world to come here, and there's even chemtrails off in the distance. I'm appalled. And if you can see it, there's a drone. I really can't see. The sun is so bright, but it looks like there's a drone right now putting chemtrails in the sky right above me right now. I'm beside myself. Let me explain what this place is. This is a dark sky park. It is a place where astronomers come from all over the world. It is rated like in the top 10 of the best and darkest and best places to view the stars. Across the way, like I say, are all these astronomers. They have the most advanced equipment. So last night I was here for the first time as just a member of the public, and there's a special viewing on the other side of that berm right here, and from there, in fact, I'm going to go over there while I speak. You can see that it's entirely set up to, it's very windy, for amateurs and the public to come and see the Milky Way, to look at the stars. And last night, for the first time, like I say, I was here, and I was looking up, and you see the Big Dipper, and you see Aquila, and you see, Cygnus, and anyway, you try and figure out and point out all of the constellations. Like I say, on the other side, they're doing serious stuff, looking at, Saturn and distant galaxies with amazing array of telescopes. And So here we are. It's a very special place. This is specifically for viewing the stars. It is considered a dark park. The state of Pennsylvania goes to great lengths to keep this place dark. Okay, so they do that, and they call it a dark park. But what do I see in the sky? And I was talking to my husband this morning, after he's back home. And I was saying, last night it was like there was this film, kind of this gauze over the, my view of the Milky Way. I came here seriously to see the Milky Way. I came here because there's so much light pollution. Oh, that's a beautiful bird that just flew by. This is outrageous. This is absolutely outrageous. This ruins the viewing. And I've heard that these amateur astronomers, I've heard on YouTube videos that they are very bitter about some fracking apparently that goes on, in fact, right in the direction we're looking right now. And let me keep walking. And they're very upset about the light pollution that is kind of creeping in. Oh, it's an interesting bird. But they're not complaining about the chemtrails. What do they think that stuff is? Do they honestly think that that's cloud cover? This is not cloud cover, people. This is chemtrails. Look at it off in the distance. Look. They've got the checkerboard, or the kind of a tic-tac-toe kind of pattern that's signature. I hope that this silly little camera is capturing this. I'm in 7.5 minutes here. Okay, I'm appalled. Look at that gauze. I consider that like gauze. And I look at the sky and it's like dirty. It's not clear blue. It's got these chemtrails. Talk about something that's going to obliterate this famous view. People come here. In fact, if you look off in the distance there's a whole, there's seating, and they have programs. And if you could see, there's a white canvas there, so they can do programs and, educational programs. And, okay, here we go. So it's all about viewing the stars. So here's a information sign here. So in this direction is west, and the sun goes down directly behind that berm. And then everybody waits with bated breath for the stars to come out. And personally, many years ago, I'm in my 60s, when I was a teenager, I remember going camping. And a bunch of us went, and I went with another family, and they said, hey, let's go down and watch the stars. And I had no idea what I was about to experience. This is some 50 years ago. And what did they... So we went down this trail with lanterns when it was deep night. It was like 11 o'clock at night. And then we got to this little clearing, and someone said, okay, turn off your lanterns. And then we looked up in the sky, and I saw the most amazing view I've ever seen in my life. The entire sky was white with stars, as it should have been. And I had never seen anything like that, before or since. And so I wanted to come to this dark park, and I assumed that everything would be as awesome as that night I had all those years ago, but I didn't. I didn't because there was this gauzy effect behind, in front of the stars that I was trying to view. And I spent about $800 getting here, round trip. And also I want to mention that while I was viewing the stars last night, I noticed that there were lots of planes, with blinking lights on their planes. Look how dirty that sky looks. And, you're trying to view the stars, and then all of a sudden you see way up, these chemtrail drones, I call them drones. They fly very, very high. I don't know, 40,000 feet. They're way up there. And then you see them as you're trying to view the stars, and for a short moment you think that maybe you're viewing a star until you see it moving. But anyway, I hope that this is somewhat of a documentary, and I hope that people, the whole issue of chemtrails is so appalling. If people honestly think that this is normal cloud cover, and they say those are quote unquote contrails. These are not contrails that you are viewing right now via my little flip camera here. This is not normal condensation that comes out from the back of a plane. It's extremely sinister, and it's extremely secret, and there are activists that are, have organizations, and they're working very hard to find information, and the authorities just say, what chemtrails? What are you talking about? You're a kook. And, well, I'll tell you right now that these chemtrails are destroying a tourist destination for the state of Pennsylvania. And you people who live in Pennsylvania, well, wait a minute, is it state? Yes, you're paying taxes to maintain this park. And yet, look at this. Just look at this. It's just insane. I'm going to quit the video. This is Pamela Rice. I neglected to say that I'm making this video on June 12, 2018. June 12, 2018.